Hello, everyone, and welcome to Guys Without Jobs, where we force our spouses to work until 8 p.m. every night. My name is John, and I'm joined, as always, by Lonnie. What's up, man?
Hey, John. Hello, everyone. And yeah, Candace is working behind me today. She took
And it is currently 8:11 your time.
it is. She took kind of a flex day today because she wanted to go get her hair done. So, which took like 4 hours or so. So,
Yeah, I was there a long
So
time.
what? You should have taken the whole day off, Candace.
I
Are
told
you,
her
like,
I told her she didn't have to work. I told her just a
Okay.
little while ago. I said, "Hey, you could just knock off. It's not a big deal." She's like,
Yeah.
"Nah, that's cool." I think she wants to see how the sausage is made here, or maybe I should use a different like
Probably
product.
something, yeah.
I don't care about you guys' sausages.
How's it going, man? We haven't done this in a while. It's been way too long.
About 3 weeks, probably, huh? Something like that.
Yeah.
So, first of all, one of the first things I have on my list, not to interrupt you, but tomorrow is a huge day for like 3 reasons that I can think of. Number one, this might be the biggest. It's opening day for baseball.
Yep. Absolutely. That is the biggest.
And that is huge. Number two, the smallest reason, it's April Fool's Day. And number three, it's John's birthday.
It is.
So,
Yep.
happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, man. No April Fools. It really is my birthday. My mom says that when I was born, everybody thought she was playing a trick, that I wasn't really born. So I've been a joke from the beginning of my life. For the listeners, Lonnie almost spit out his drink just now. Yeah, life has been crazy, man. Whitney and I took in 3 foster kids almost 4 weeks ago, and that turned everything upside down for sure. So that's a big reason why I haven't been able to jump on here and do this show, but I'm glad we're doing it now.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to carve out a few minutes here to do it. I'm sure you've been super busy.
Yeah, life's been crazy. It's been fun. They're really good kids. We're learning about them and, taking them to visits with their parents and everything. And Darcy's loving it. She's having a blast with all the kids in the house.
Well, so what are you going to do for opening day tomorrow? What's your plan? Do you have any big plans?
We're just going to watch it here at the house. Going to grill out.
What are you?
Just, having a couple family members over. Nothing crazy. I got lots of alcohol. I know I'm going to drink that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And who are the Reds playing?
Fun. The Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll try and catch it. What time is the game tomorrow? I'm gonna try and catch it.
3:00 Central.
3:00 Central. I should be able to catch. I'm gonna watch too. So I'll be there with you in spirit, man.
Awesome. They don't have your favorite player anymore, Freddie Galvis.
What'd they do with him? Did he just get reassigned, or
they only had his contract for last season, so they just didn't re-sign him. So he was a free agent. So he signed with, gosh, I can't remember. I want to say the Orioles maybe, or the Angels. I don't know who he signed with.
But he got a job.
I'm pretty sure he's employed. He might not be the starting shortstop for a team, but he's got a job. I sent you his card. Did you get the card I sent you?
I got the card. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I remembered you when I got that. I was like, yeah, Lonnie always loved Freddie Galvis.
Yeah, I like him. I know they needed an upgrade from him at shortstop, and he wasn't even their full-time starter anyway. But
I think 75% of the time he was the starter.
Yeah. So we're not going to bore everybody with baseball talk. But I want to announce we have a big announcement here.
Yep, big time.
We have finally picked up a sponsor for the Guys Without Jobs podcast.
About time we started making some money off of this thing. We've been doing it pro bono.
Yeah, so I am drinking for free right now, thanks to, and so is John. John, you're drinking for free too, unless you're drinking something real expensive.
No, it's not.
So cheers, free drinks.
Cheers, buddy. I like it. I like that.
We are drinking on courtesy of American Bubble Boy tonight. So thank you very much to Joel. It's very personal for me because the founder of the company has actually called me twice now. I've had 2 really good conversations with Joel from American Bubble Boy, and it ain't sexy. It's bubble wrap. But if you're a reseller, you gotta have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, there's a couple of things I want out of my bubble wrap. I want it to be very bubbly, like with nice, firm, good bubbles on it.
Yeah.
Right. And when I order it, I want it to get there fast.
Yeah, because you need it like yesterday.
Right. We usually don't order stuff until we're out,
pretty much out,
almost out, right?
For sure.
So American Bubble Boy ticks both of those boxes. And I want a good price on it too, of course. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
American Bubble Boy ticks all three of those boxes. High quality bubble wrap. They ship it out fast. The last order I got in 18 hours. I ordered it.
Holy crap.
It was on the porch in 18 hours.
Where are they located?
That's what I was about to say. They have fulfillment centers all around the country. They have they're on the West Coast, East Coast, South, Central, everywhere. They have I think 5 or 6 locations.
Okay.
Or warehouses.
Yeah.
The bubble wrap is made by Sealed Air. It's actually is bubble wrap.
Mm-hmm.
High quality stuff.
I've never bought from them, so I'm genuinely curious about this, how it all works and what their operation is.
Yeah, what I challenge you to do, John, is to go to my click on our code. Now you can support the show down below if you want to order some bubble wrap. If you need bubble wrap, click on the link down below to American Bubble Boy and give them a try. I promise you, if you try them out, that's who you're going to buy from now on, because the customer service is top notch, fast, good bubble wrap, all that stuff. Awesome. I don't want to go on and on, but after the show, John, click on our own link and make your order. And then next podcast, you could tell us how fast you got your order.
All right. That sounds good.
And how much you like your bubble wrap.
Awesome.
And price is competitive too. It's $35. What I order is 700 feet of bubble wrap, the small bubble.
Uh-huh.
And it's $35 free shipping in the continental United States.
Yeah, that's cheap.
And you might be able to get it $1 or $2 cheaper from No Name on Amazon, but it might take 2 weeks to get to you, and it might be a bunch of flat bubbles. So,
yeah. Awesome. 2 questions I have about them. Okay. One, do they perforate it every 12 inches?
It's perforated every 12 inches. Yes.
Awesome. Second question, do they sell the big bubbles as well?
They have small, medium, and large bubbles.
Awesome.
All right. They also sell
Check some of my boxes.
They sell some other product called Instapack, which I've never used before. It's crazy. It's like some kind of thing that you it molds and it shapes around your object. You know?
Yeah.
It makes a foam packing thing for your item or whatever.
Okay.
So anyways, again, if you want to support the show, click on the link down below to American Bubble Boy. It'll really help us out, and you'll be helping yourself out too, because I can't think of a better place to buy bubble wrap than American Bubble Boy. Thanks a bunch to those guys for sponsoring the podcast.
Yes, thank you, Joel. And if you guys are listening to the podcast instead of watching, I will put a link to it in the description. So you have to physically open up the episode and click through it or whatever and find the description, and it'll be in there.
Right on. Right on. We're like a real thing now. We have actually.
Oh yeah, we're legit, man.
It only took us a year and a half, but we turned down a lot of offers. We had a lot of offers we turned down.
Constantly, just one after another. Zero. We've had 0 offers.
We haven't had an offer. We've actually.
I hope Joel's watching this. Wow, I'm their first sponsor. I paid him too much.
No, he's a cool guy, and I actually got some feedback from one of my viewers on my YouTube channel. They had ordered two things of bubble wrap, 2 packages. And they only got one. And so they reached out to the company, and Joel answered them, who is the founder of the company. It's a pretty big enterprise. They move a lot of wrap, man. But Joel, the founder, actually responded to her, and it was just in 2 separate shipments, and the other one just hadn't gotten there yet. No big deal. But
Yeah.
she was like extremely happy with the customer service and everything that
Awesome.
the Bubble Boy provided. So I challenge you to do that with your current bubble wrap provider. Reach out to them and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times I get it locally because they've got a handful of things that I like to buy, but it's not $35. I pay like 42 or 43 or something. So
The price is hard to beat. Like the only Sam's Club's price is somewhat close, but it's still more expensive. And after trying this other bubble wrap, I like the Bubble Boy wrap better than the Sam's wrap. So, yep. But yeah, let's not talk about rap and baseball the whole show.
right. You mentioned how long we've been doing this podcast. I don't think it's been quite a year and a half, but I just the other day realized that I passed the 4-year anniversary for being on YouTube. And you got to be coming up on 5 years, right?
I am, because I started what is now Getaway Gang. I started Garage Flips. Let me see. Let me get a look real quick. Sorry. I should have had this date. I want to say it was May 21st. So May 21st will be 5 years. Wait, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the Switch going, by the way?
It's too soon to tell. Like we did put a garage sale video out last weekend
On Shed Flips?
On Shed Flips, and it did pretty well. I think it's got around 16,000 views.
Yeah, that's good.
It's pretty good. Like at the height of Garage Flips, a good solid garage sale video would probably get more like 20, 30.
Mm-hmm.
But subscriber base is smaller on Shed Flips, and it just might take some time,
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that the very first garage sale video I put out like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, it did okay. Like, it got close to 20. But the one I just put out today, like I think is almost up to like 15. So it might get to 25 or 30. So I'm thinking as I'm doing more garage sale videos, the algorithm will be like, all right, he's doing garage sale videos again. Like, let's start pumping them or whatever.
Right. He's not doing warehouse vids.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm in the warehouse again for the 200th day in a row.
I started watching your video earlier, and then I had something else I had to do, but I want to finish it. But it was a hell of an intro. Like I can see
the guy.
Yeah, like you got the guy there with all the stuff, and John's like, yeah, how much for all? Or will you make a deal for all of it or something like that? And he's like, yeah, at the price. And there was already a bunch of stuff out there, and then he had to go in and get more stuff.
Yeah. It was a very tense, very awkward negotiation because he was very kerfluffled because like he had just got out there, didn't even have his shoes on.
No, yeah.
His wife was yelling at him to bring the dog in. And here I am like, sell it all to me, let's make a deal. So I think if he was, had shoes on and like the wife wasn't bothering him and he felt like prepared, I don't think he would have done a deal for all of it. Because from talking to him, I could tell he was some kind of seller or dealer or something. So we had an idea of what some of the stuff was worth. But yeah, it was interesting.
You caught him off guard for sure. He was not ready.
Yeah. Dude, that was a fun one for sure.
John's looking around like, are there any other resellers coming up? I got to buy this stuff quick.
Yeah, right. You're gonna start boxing out. This is mine. Don't touch it.
Right.
We're in the middle of a deal.
So how are garage sales going for you so far? How many have you been to? Like,
they really haven't started. Honestly, they haven't kicked off. I've gone to that one neighborhood sale was Friday, Saturday. I went both days. But besides that, I've only been to like 4 or 5 sales, maybe.
Okay.
It'll take at least a couple more weeks, I think, before it really starts going. Like May, it seems like May, they really get into full swing. So there'll be, some here and there in April.
Abita Beer? You've heard of Abita Beer, right?
Yeah.
So we went to Abita Springs on Saturday. That's where they brew Abita Beer.
Nice.
And they had like a town-wide garage sale thing. And we had a blast, dude. It was like you drive a quarter mile and you're at the next sale. You drive
the
a quarter
best?
mile, you're at the next sale. You drive.
That's the best. It's like the 127.
It was. We had a really good time, dude. It was fun.
I watched that video. You guys got a lot of good stuff.
We got and we could have gotten more, but you know,
you don't
we've
need
got
it.
Right. We don't need like the volume. So we're being picky and having fun.
Yeah, it's good to be picky for sure. I need to be more picky this season, like for sure. Because my warehouse is just like flooded with stuff.
The only time we weren't picky was when the only time I wasn't picky was when I got the bright idea to pick up the free adult diapers, which I regret doing that for a couple of different reasons, but
yeah,
it wasn't a good move. But anyway,
just hang on to them for 2 or 3 more years and you'll be able to put them to use.
On myself? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
How old are you going to be anyway tomorrow?
36.
36. Okay. Huh. How long have I known you?
Right when I started my channel, basically.
So about
4 years.
4 years.
4. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hearing an echo, by the way.
Are you?
On your end, yeah. Well, now I'm not. I don't know. I was hearing myself for a second.
I'm not wearing headphones because I'm being lazy. Sorry. So, as far as you just mentioned that you're getting like a lot of stuff in your warehouse. What we just did right before we went live, Candace and I did our monthly meeting that we do. Do you have anything like that you do with yourself?
Yeah, every day I talk to myself because honestly, I'm the only one that listens.
No, but seriously, like, do you look at what you've done in the past month and then like?
Yeah, so I've got my whiteboard and I got a new one recently to where it's a whole calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So every day I log how many items I list and for how much. And then on the side, I've got every month sales for like the past 9 months. So I know where I'm at. And I do once a week, I do kind of like sort of like a purge. I used to do like once a month, but now I've got to do it weekly where I'll just spend 30 minutes going through stuff I've got in my unlisted half of my warehouse. And I'll just put it in a box and take it to Goodwill. Like, this stuff isn't worth listing, get rid of it. Okay, make some space for what's coming in. Because it's just, I've been buying and buying and buying and buying. Like, I just so much. I bought out that big eBay store. Like, I think it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. And it was huge. It took 2 full van loads.
Wow.
Just a huge amount of stuff. So I've been trying to work through that.
So when you say work through, like how many listings are you getting out a month?
It depends week to week. Last week I got like 105 Monday to Friday. I was pretty happy. I was happy with that number. Yeah, because the previous weeks I was like 60, 70. This week hasn't been great. The kids are out of school Friday, so I'm not going to be able to work Friday. So I might get 50 done this week. But yeah, I'm shooting between like 100 and 150 is really where I want to be at. If
you could do 150 in a week, that's a lot, dude. That's smoking. Like, we don't, like, 2-person shop here, we don't do anywhere near that many.
What have you guys been doing on average a week?
Well, our goal is 20 a day, and then we like to schedule out 5 on Saturday and 5 on Sunday to drop.
Oh, there you go.
So we want 100 and we want 110 a week.
Yeah.
But that's with 2 people.
Yeah.
And but we don't want it. We don't want that on good weeks. We want that every week.
Every week.
What I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So this past month we did, we just got through doing the hot wash or whatever you want to call it. This past month we did 560 though. So
wow,
we're doing pretty good. Like, we're not overextending ourselves, but I think we're right in that lane where we want to be as far as listing and sales and, you know, work-life balance and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, you guys are 3 months in now, right?
Yeah.
No,
well, a little more than that because Candace came in December.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she came in midway through December, Candace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candace, is he working you too hard? Be honest.
No, I don't work anybody.
Does Lonnie need to leave the room for us to have an honest conversation?
I mean, actually, I'm working less hours than at my old job. So.
Well, there you go. That's good.
Yep.
We've got a good thing going on here.
That's awesome.
I think so, anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Whitney and I have been watching what you guys have been doing and like just admiring how well you work together. And we've been kicking around the idea. I've got a video coming out tomorrow about that very thing. So definitely check that out, guys. That's all I'm going to say.
Really? You have a big announcement?
Some big news. Yep. We're excited about it.
Really?
I'm not going to say anything tonight. I don't want to give this away. And I think by the time this podcast airs, my video will have probably aired. But yeah, I'm not going to say anything. Just go watch the video.
Go watch John's latest video after you finish this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's 3 things you got to do. Watch this podcast. While you're watching the podcast, order your American Bubble Boy bubble wrap. And then after that, after the podcast is over, then go watch John's video with the big announcement in it. So what do you got on your list, man? Before we started this, you told me you had a long list of stuff. I do. Well, I had garage sales and I had your birthday. Oh, I'm a pilot now.
You know what I thought of? Like, as soon as you said that, have you seen the movie What About Bob?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And he's sailing, but they've strapped him to the front of the boat because he wouldn't leave everybody alone. And they're coming up the dock, and he's screaming, "I'm a sailor! I'm a sailor!" And you're like, "I'm a pilot."
He reminds me of Sheldon when it comes to trains.
Yeah.
He's put on his train engineer hat.
He is conductor.
But so just to tell the story real quick, I bought a drone and I was talking about it on my channel, and a few people, like more than one, said, "Hey, if you're going to use that commercially, i.e. you're going to make money, like you're going to fly it intending to make money, which AdSense, which I was, because AdSense is money, and I'm going to fly it to make videos and stuff, right, with the drone. If you're going to do that in a commercial enterprise, you have to have a Part 107 certificate from the FAA. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And the thing was on the way now. I'd already paid for it. And I started investigating. And I'm like, okay, I got to put out for a class. Put out like $150 for the class. And then I had to pay $160 just to take the test from the FAA.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So anyway, I went through
the class. And then how much was the drone?
The drone, 400 and something.
Oh my God. So maybe by this time next year, you'll be in the black on this whole deal.
I may never be in the black on this
thing. Yeah, because he bought at least one accessory for it.
What?
Like some kind of case.
Yeah, my case.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get damaged.
How much was that?
$30. How much was your hairdo?
You don't want to know.
Whoa.
Candace
the difference is she needs haircuts. Do you need a drone and a case for your drone? Like,
well, no, she didn't get a haircut. She got a hair color.
Well, that's something she needs. That's a necessity.
You got a haircut too.
I got a haircut.
Yeah.
How much was your haircut?
Yeah, Lonnie.
Like 20-something bucks. I went to the Sports Clips. Well, I'll show it to you later. But anyway, yeah, I'm a pilot now, and I can fly legally. This all stems from some guys on YouTube were flying their drone. They got reported, and then the FAA went back and they looked at all the videos.
Yeah,
and he had so many counts. It ended up being like hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. And I heard about that, and I'm like, well, I probably wouldn't get caught, but I can't risk that. That's too much risk. So.
Yeah. It's like fishing. It's like fishing or hunting without a license. You don't want to do it. Like, would you get? Maybe not, but don't do it.
Speaking of fishing, look what I just found.
Oh, wow. And we're recording a podcast here, lady.
Sorry.
She can be part of it.
That's because
you make it better.
So yeah.
So are you good with it? Are you good with flying the drone?
No, not really. Here's the thing: the drone class thing that you take
Yeah.
It doesn't teach you how to fly the drone.
Yeah.
All it teaches you is how to read charts and know which airspace you can fly in or not, and know all the regulations and everything. But they don't actually show you how to fly the drone. So I've flown it a little though.
I can tell you every time I've gone to a garage sale and there are drone cases or drone accessories, the owner of said drone said that they lost it in the lake or river and it's gone forever.
Yeah.
And that's happened at least 5 times.
Or a tree.
Or a tree, yeah. So I hope that's not you, Lonnie. So just, be careful with it.
This drone I have has a lot of it is it's very automated.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you do something really stupid, you should be okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Trevor Bauer, former pitcher of the Reds, now with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I watch his YouTube channel sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cut his finger on a drone about probably 3 years ago, I would guess it's been.
Yeah, he's quite the character.
Yeah, he's something else. I appreciated his antics a lot more when he was on the Reds, not so much when he's on a different team.
You don't like him in general, though, do you?
He's okay. There's parts of him that I like. I like that he always has a chip on his shoulder and that he's, his general motto in life is like F you to everybody. He's like, I'll prove you wrong, F you. Like that's what he does. Like that's how he is. Like he pitched with one eye closed in spring training just to try to prove something. So I don't know. I like that he's got a chip and he's got that edge, but then he does stuff that's just like, dude, you're just being a prick. Like, come on.
He does other stuff too, though. Like he got fined, or he got something for wearing something to do with his brand.
Oh yeah, I did.
And
see
then
that.
he was fighting against that because he's like, baseball wants us to promote ourselves, and I can't wear my own brand.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like him question everything.
Yeah.
And he has a big voice. So
yeah, for sure.
Hey, he's more interesting than most players, dude.
Oh, absolutely, he is. Yeah, I generally like him. Sometimes, I think what got old for me is when this whole free agency.
Yeah,
it felt like my ex-girlfriend was shopping around for a new guy because every single day on his Instagram, his 2 YouTubes, what team am I going to go to? I don't know what I'm going to pick. Let's see, guy. It was like the LeBron decision, every day on repeat for 3 months, and I was like, I can't handle this anymore. I'm done because I knew the Reds weren't going to pay him $40 million.
The Reds,
the Reds were not going to get him. But yeah, he would keep teasing it oh, I miss Cincinnati. I like the Reds. Shut up, man. You're not coming back here. Don't tease. I remember he did a press conference last year. He was wearing a T-shirt that said, "Help me get my YouTube channel to 100,000 subscribers."
Yeah.
It was such a weird feeling because I had recently passed 100,000. I'm like,
why
does this MLB pitcher want to get the YouTube channel where mine is? I thought it was so funny. I'm sure he's way surpassed me at this point.
I don't know about that.
It was just weird.
I don't know about that. Maybe he did surpass you, but I don't know that he has. I don't know for sure that he gets the draw that you do. He's not past you, dude. Wait, how many do you have?
128.
Okay, he did pass you by a little. He's got 133.
Okay, yeah.
But, yeah, he's doing okay. He's got 1.5 million views the last month. So,
jeez. Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's gaining momentum.
And that's the name of his channel, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, he's got 2 channels. He's got Momentum, and then he's got Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
And Momentum, I think, is a business thing he's going to do.
Yeah.
To try and help other players get into the whole promoting themselves and all that stuff. But yeah, it's interesting though to watch because and we're talking a lot of baseball here. It's interesting to watch though because he's trying to teach people how to promote themselves and connect with the fans on a more
personal level.
Exactly. Exactly. And not just the coach and player speak you get after the game, that kind of thing,
Right.
which I think is good.
Well, shifted back over to reselling, I got a question for you. So it used to be that you and Candace would go garage sailing every Saturday, and then you would pretty much go by yourself on Friday, just out hitting sales, finding stuff. And I'm guessing that's not going to be your plan this year, is it?
It I think it would be if there were enough garage sales to go to on Fridays. Yeah,
Really?
would.
You'd still go?
Yeah, because we enjoy it. Yeah, we'd still go.
Okay. Because I know with how much inventory you're getting from your guy, that kind of changes things a little bit.
Yeah, but I like getting different kinds of inventory to mix in to keep things fresh, because like all we've been listing from my guy is like action figures,
Yeah,
and lately I've been working through comics. It gets a little repetitive.
sure.
So it's nice to have an influx of different kind of stuff. And I get great deals from my guy, but his deals don't come anywhere close to the profit margins you get from garage sales.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nothing comes close.
No.
Yeah, garage sales are far and away the best
So
ROI.
yeah, I mean we're gonna hit garage sales pretty heavy. Like there just haven't been that many yet so far this year.
Yeah.
So, and we are going to do a lot of traveling to go to garage sales too. We're going to do the sale in Tennessee, and we have a bunch of other ones we're going to hit too.
Nice. You guys are coming up to Cincinnati in June for the reseller rally.
Yeah, and I'm feeling, I don't know, a month ago or so, you and I were talking, and we were, you were a little.
I was a little pessimistic.
Yeah.
Not so sure it was going to happen. Thinking we're going to have to postpone. And then a couple things happened.
Yeah.
One, I talked to the owner of the riverboat company, and he said that the state is letting them run at 50 to 60% capacity, but the boat we had would have been at 100% capacity, 200 people. And he's like, we got the bigger boat, holds 700 people. We'll just move you to that. And I was like, perfect. That's awesome. And then the vaccination rollout has been so fast, way faster than I expected it to be. I got my first shot today. I know you got yours a few days ago.
Yep. But we both, Candace and I both got ours last week, and we're scheduled for the second one here in a couple of weeks. So,
yep.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky. Whitney and I have been talking about this. It's a little tricky because the riverboats, per, the state mandates, they have to encourage mask wearing. Like nobody's going to police it necessarily. So like I'm sending out an email tomorrow just reminding everybody that the rally's still on, telling them the protocols that the riverboat's taking and everything else, saying that like if you're not eating or drinking, masks are encouraged. And we're adding something else into it too, where if you've had a vaccination and you want to bring your vaccination card, we're going to have red wristbands for you to put on your wrist to like help people know like, okay, maybe they're not wearing their mask because they've got a vaccination, or like just to show that kind of thing. So it could be helping people feel a little bit safer when they see tons of red wristbands.
And that would be a voluntary thing, right?
Completely voluntary, 100%.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't feel like.
So, for instance, I might not be wearing a mask, or maybe I will, I don't know. But anybody that might not be, if they've got a red wristband, like you kind of understand. So, I don't know. Just the thought.
Right. No, I think it's a good idea. Like, I mean, you go down a really nasty political road.
Oh God, yeah.
You start talking, and like I don't even like talking about it. But the reality is, we're part of putting this thing on, so we have to deal with this.
Yep.
So,
we talked about it for a while, and there's honestly no right, perfect answer for this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because we're still in the middle of the thing. It's still ongoing. The mask mandate will likely still be in effect, I'm thinking, 9 weeks from now, probably.
I think it's going to look. I'm optimistic. I think it's going to look really good.
I do too. Yeah.
Come that time, if the vaccines are really getting pumped out there hard, dude.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I like your idea about the wristband, though. I like that.
It's Whitney's idea. Yeah, just a voluntary thing to just add an extra layer of peace of mind for some people.
Yeah, because I mean, by that point, I will have been vaccinated. And honestly, you know what? I won't want to wear a damn mask at that point. You know?
Right. That's the other tricky thing too, is like, so like state mandates, obviously if you're going to the grocery store, they're not going to know who's vaccinated and who's not
Right.
vaccinated. So the mandate's still going to be in place up until a certain point.
Mhm.
So like obviously we'll still have to wear masks if you're going to the grocery store. But in this specific instance, I don't think it's necessarily going to.
I lost audio. Can you hear me? I think it might be my internet. I don't have audio.
Uh-oh, not good.
Okay, wait, you're back. Okay, you're
I'm back.
Yeah, what were
All
you
right,
saying
awesome.
just now? I want to hear it.
Just how it's, a weird scenario, and like we're doing the best we can to do this thing safely and, give people peace of mind.
Right. And people that have like different political leanings and this and that, you got to remember this is an event where we're going to have people from all cross sections of
Yep.
life, all different politicals, the whole political spectrum all over the country coming together in one place. So we have to be safe for each other. We have to make each other feel comfortable, and we have to have a good time.
Yep.
So that's what this is all about: having a good time and being respectful, and getting together. I'm really looking forward to it. Are there any tickets left, or is it?
It's totally sold out, but I do have a waiting list. So if you guys want to shoot me an email, my email is cincinnatipicker@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, and I will put you on the waiting list.
And there is a hotel, right?
Yes, we've got a block of rooms at the Embassy Suites.
It's not really that cheap. we booked
the hotel.
Yeah,
it's a nice one.
No, I know it's top of the line. But we booked our. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting y'all know that it's not cheap.
Yeah, I want to say it's like $150 a night or something like that. But it was really tricky because we couldn't find that many places to begin with to, give us a block of rooms. And then on top of that, we really wanted a bar at the hotel. Just because the first rally that happened in 2017, Pete and Chad and all those guys picked a really nice hotel that had this big bar area to where, people can network more and talk. And like, that's what we wanted. And this has that. It has a humongous lobby and bar area.
Nice.
So it's, if you get a chance, go to the website, check out the pictures. It's a really nice place.
Okay. Yeah. And we got a Riverview room too. So
awesome.
Looking forward to it. You got your room booked, right?
Yes. Room's booked.
Okay. Cool. I can't wait. I can't wait for those sweet Cincinnati garage sales either.
That's if you can wake up Saturday morning after having a lot of drinks Friday night, because we're going to go out Friday night.
Oh, I know. I'm going to bring. I might have to bring a little U-Haul. I might have to go rent a little U-Haul trailer to cart all those goodies out of Cincinnati.
Drive your RV up, man.
No, well, I mean, no, we're not going to use it as a cargo trailer. Although it could be.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, man, that we have that camper shell thing on the back of the truck now. Ooh,
yeah.
It's sweet. It is so sweet having all that good dry space, and then we have carpet in the back of the truck too.
Yep.
It is nice, man. It is a picking machine.
Yeah, you guys have a sweet setup.
No, it's nice. And now I do want to get a small enclosed trailer too, eventually.
I do too. Like a 5x10, 6x12, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. For like the road trips where we're not going to bring the camper.
Yep.
For like the highway sales. And then we could actually, you never know. I might have one before we go to Tennessee this year.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Well, you know where to buy them now that you've done all the RV research. I think a lot of them are made in Indiana too, aren't they? The trailers.
All the RVs are made in Indiana. I know that much.
That's crazy.
That area, man. If you're shopping for RV stuff, you can get it way, way, way cheaper because they don't have to transport it.
Makes sense.
So, okay, here's what I wanted to ask you about business-wise. Sports cards. What are you doing? How are you hitting them hard? I mean, we haven't really talked about this much.
Yeah, I've been hitting them pretty hard. Haven't been buying as much lately. I'm going through all the collections I bought. but they're doing fantastic. I did a couple different auction lots just to kind of test and see what worked. Like I did auction lots of 100 of each sport and then 25. And it seems like 25 is the sweet spot of auction lots for me. I start them at $1 and I do football, baseball, basketball, and they do great. I think on average I'm getting like $30 for 25 cards.
So, like, what kind of cards are you doing? Like, what?
Well, most of them are $2, $3, $4, $5 cards. You know, some of them might be
Okay.
close to $10, but for the most part, they're not ones that I would want to list individually.
Okay, cool. I've been really digging the cards too, man. Like,
They're fun.
it's nice thing. I'm not hitting them hard, but it's a nice thing to mix in with the other stuff. And
yeah, I haven't been listing a ton of them. I list maybe 10 auction lots a week, something like that.
Yeah, I listed the I had a Steph Curry rookie that I listed. It sold like maybe 3-4 days ago. $203, I think.
Phew. And that was the auction?
Yeah, auction.
Yeah.
So that was pretty sweet. I did some lots of like some Kyrie Irving, and then I had rookie cards, and then I had some Kawhi Leonard's and things like that. And then I have a bunch of personal cards from when I was like in my early 20s that I'm going to start listing too.
Have you dug through it? What do you have?
It's mostly like Shaq, and it's a bunch of Shaq, and I've got a bunch of Jordan.
Nice.
I've got a lot of Jordan. Nothing like
rookie 86 Fleer.
No,
yeah.
Right. Remember the one from that video that I had?
Yeah.
Where the guy planted it?
Yeah.
That card must be 2x what it was when I shot that video. I should have bought that. I should have just traded for that plus some cash, right?
Hindsight's 2020.
I bet he's cleaning up on some of those cards he got from me too.
Yeah,
he
for
didn't
sure.
sell them right away, you know. So, but yeah, the sports cards are fun. I hope they last, man, because I think it's a good gateway to bring some younger people to the eBay platform.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like it gives them a reason to create an account.
That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that.
I have to create an eBay account so I can go buy these cards that I want to buy. And eBay, like people like, have you used that new mailing service they have?
No. Have you tried it?
Yeah. I haven't had any trouble with it. Now, you
didn't send Steph Curry through that, did you?
Oh, hell no.
I was going to say.
No, Steph Curry went he went priority.
Yeah.
Now, I put him in like he's in a top loader, of course, and then I bubble wrapped that, put it in a box, and then I slid that into a padded flat rate envelope, shipped it out priority. Yeah,
that's smart.
But like cards that are like $20 or less, I just put them in one of these. But what I do is I take the top loader and I take like 2 sheets of printer paper. And I roll it in, I fold it into the printer paper until it fits into here.
Yep.
And then I throw my little sticker in there, and then it's like 71 cents. And
yeah, you can't beat that.
The tracking is a little funky because it only gets tracked like at the hub. It doesn't get tracked at the door.
Yeah.
But I haven't had any problem with it. Like, and I know a lot of people are complaining, and some cards have maybe been lost or whatever. But bottom line, this is an envelope. That lets you mail a card for 71 cents versus $3.
Yeah.
So now cards that are like $8 or $9, they're not cost prohibitive to sell or buy anymore.
Yep.
And I think it's good for the business, man.
Yeah, good for everybody, buyers and sellers.
Yeah. And worst case, something goes really wacky with a card that you mailed, it's less than $20.
Yep.
You know? Like it's not going to be the end of the world. So I think overall, I think eBay was very forward looking on that to put that into place.
Yeah.
I don't know if the implementation is perfect or not, but I'm glad to see they're trying something, you know?
For sure.
that's not much more than a stamp, right?
Yeah, stamps for 55 cents.
Yeah. So it's not a bad deal. So I'm happy with that. I wanted to ask you something else here. Did you hear about the feedback?
No.
Okay. They're rolling out a change to the feedback where I think buyers or sellers can leave up to 500 characters in the feedback.
Oh my God.
What do you think?
Horrible idea. Horrible idea. I can already imagine like just novels being written. I thought you were going to say they're going to let buyers leave negative feedback or
I mean, sellers.
you're going to leave sellers leave negative feedback for buyers, but they won't let them do it. It's crazy.
It's going to get nasty, dude.
Oh, I can only imagine.
That's why, you know what? The first thing I thought whenever I saw that buyers are going to be able to leave 500 characters, you better be real careful about what you send in messages now if you weren't before, because it's going to end up getting copied and pasted into that feedback because they have the room. You know, before they would be banging out some message and they ran out of characters and like, and they just send it and it just looks like some nonsense, right? But now they get a paragraph, you know?
Yeah, that's very scary.
It's going to be fun to look at feedbacks, though, like from other people.
Yeah. I did something the other day, and after I did it, I realized that I did the wrong thing and I shouldn't have done it. I sold this pair of pants. It was women's pants, so you already know where this story's going to go. And lady got them, and she said, "These don't fit." And she was just like laying into me, calling me all these names, saying like, "You know better, like you knew these aren't legit size, like there's some kind of defect and blah blah blah." And I wanted to be like, maybe you just don't wear that size anymore, you know. But I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. But yeah, she just like laid into me, and she's like, "I'm not even going to bother returning these." She's like, "I'm just going to go give them to Goodwill. Like, it's such a waste of time, blah, blah, blah." And she opened a return, but didn't ship them back. And she even told me, she's like, "I'm not going to ship these back." And then she went ahead and left me negative feedback. And I was like,
Wow.
What are you doing, lady? So finally I responded and I said, "Okay, you opened a return, but you're not going to send them back. Like, so I have no way to get the product back. I said, I will, though, go ahead and give you a refund if you remove your negative feedback." And after I did it, like 5 minutes after I did it, I was like, oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that, because in eBay's eyes, you know, they see it as like some kind of feedback extortion, right? Or refund extortion.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I guess I justified it as I'm not even getting the product back. I'm just trying to like make this right for her. You know what I mean? But like, it was completely wrong. Shouldn't have done it. But she was fine with it. She's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I got my money back." So I like sent her the feedback, you know, revision request. She changed it. I gave her a refund.
Yeah. Honestly,
Luckily, I didn't get in trouble, but in hindsight, I don't think I'd do it again.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that big of a deal in that direction. I think it's more of a, because we can't threaten negative feedback.
That's true.
But yeah, I think the correct way would be, okay, you deal with that on its own. Then after it's over, you say, "Okay, glad we got that all finished with. Would you mind revising your feedback? I sent a request just now. I'd really appreciate it."
That would definitely be the way to do it. To just say like, "All right, I'll refund you. Like, I'll just suck it up, give you the money back, then politely ask."
Right.
Yes.
Instead of holding them hostage.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Total rookie move on my part.
I don't know. It worked.
Myself afterwards, man. Yeah, it worked, but yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It worked. I do think it was probably it's a little shady. That's okay though.
A little bit, yeah.
Let me read. I want to read a question that I got. Okay, here we go. I found it. All right. What would you do with this? Okay. This is for a comic book that I listed for $7.99. And granted, my description was pretty sparse. I had scan of the front and back. Okay. Here was the question that came in. Can you tell me more about the condition of this comic? Is it complete? Are there any missing pages? Is there anything cut out of it? Are there any tears? Is there any writing anywhere in the book? Are there any stains or water damage? Is the cover firmly attached to both staples? Is the centerfold firmly attached to both staples? That was 9 questions.
Can you tell me what the username was?
I will offline. I will. Yeah.
Because based on what you're saying, I think it's a troll.
Think so?
Yeah, I've had a troll recently that just randomly, sends question after, and it's different items. Like it'll be like, I'll open my inbox, and I've already blocked them, but they can still send messages somehow. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. So anyway, I said 9 questions. Question mark. I said 9 questions.
9 times? 9 times?
Oh. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That's a Trailer Park Boys reference, by the way.
Yeah. 80, 90 times?
I like that guy, man.
So funny.
But, yeah, so anyway, I said 9 questions, question mark. I said, you may need to find a different seller for this comic.
Did they respond?
Yeah, they responded. And I blocked them.
Yeah.
So they couldn't buy it from me. And then they responded, these are all things that you should have had in your listing to begin with.
Oh, my God.
I think I will take your advice and find another seller, which is good. That's good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, was I out of line? Yeah. Were they out of line? Yeah. That's a lot of questions for $8 book. They don't need to be shopping online.
Yeah, you got to be in person for sure.
Yeah. They need to.
Yeah.
Can you
honestly, like, because I've been buying a little bit of cards too, and I won't buy them online. Because there's just too many little things here and there that a scan won't pick up and a good picture won't pick up. You have to see it in person. You got to like move it in the light and all that stuff. Like, you have to.
What about for an $8 card?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't care as much. I'd say like 30 or 40 would be my threshold of like, I gotta buy it in person.
I actually got a kick out of that question though. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. I think it's about time to wrap this up, man. You got anything else you want to add?
Let's see, birthday, grandson. You know what? I think. Oh yeah, one more thing to ask you about. Okay. So, I have in my hand here. Well, this is a bad example. Okay, I have in my hand here a GoPro 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good little camera. What if I gave this? I bought it with my money. I own it. What if I took this GoPro and I gave it a new paint job, like with some paints and whatnot, made it real pretty, and then I put it up for sale on eBay? Is that okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. So you think, but I left the GoPro.
Yeah, as long as you still call it a GoPro, I don't see anything wrong with that.
And I left all the GoPro markings on there, and I called it a GoPro, a custom GoPro, right?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I would just say GoPro with custom paint job.
Okay, another example. I buy a Chevrolet Corvette, okay? And I do the same thing. I give it a paint job, but then on the hood, I put like Hitler on the hood. Airbrushed Hitler on the hood of this Corvette, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like really offensive at this point, right? So then I try and sell it, right? And I say Chevrolet Corvette, custom paint. Is that okay?
Ethically?
No, I mean
or morally? Like, what do you mean? Okay, define okay.
Okay, I mean, can somebody stop me from doing that?
Not in this country.
Okay, so. Have you
website can if you list it, any website you try to list on would take it down immediately,
right? Different,
but platform. You could put it in your front yard and put for sale,
right? Okay. So have you heard about these Lil Nas X shoes?
No,
you haven't. Oh my goodness,
I'm out of the loop on like everything.
Open up another window and look. Search Lil Nas X. I might be saying that wrong.
Here,
I
I'll
know he
just
did
pull
that
up my-
song with old Billy Ray Cyrus a few years ago, or a year ago, or whatever. But he
Lil Nas X shoe.
shoes, yeah,
Nike sues for trademark infringement.
yeah. So let me give you there's a company that he works with that bought 666 pairs of
Okay.
these Nike Air Force. Was it Air Force 7s or something like that? And they customized these shoes and they made them look all satanic.
I see. Yeah, I see the symbol.
Yeah, there's a pentagram on the front of it.
Hmm.
And then there's like where the air normally is. They
Yeah.
put like red dye and water in there. And supposedly they put a drop of blood in there.
Oh my God.
And they made 666 of them. And they're like demonic shoes or whatever, right? And they put them up for sale for $1,018 a pair. And they sold out in minutes and they're getting sued by Nike.
Yeah.
So based on
If yeah,
the other two examples,
they're all three different. Every example you gave is different. I'll tell you why. And if I was the judge, like ruling over this case, I would rule in favor of Nike 100% because they are protecting their brand, they're protecting their trademark. Someone is, it's, they're sullying their name is what they're doing. They're adding, something immoral and unethical to their name. And their
whoa. Immoral and ethical, according to who?
Worshipping Satan?
Whoa. Is that a given for the court system to say that worshiping Satan is immoral and unethical?
If you read what our country is founded on and what every court, whatever they swear on the Bible. So yeah, if you want to assume that, then yeah, I would say that worshiping Satan is immoral.
I mean, I'm not all about Satan or anything.
I'm not either, but I'm saying like in a court of law in the United States, yes.
No, and I would say in the court of law, I think the courts should look at Satan and Jesus as the same. No, I don't think they would make a judgment.
They put their hand on they put their hand on the Bible and swear every time they're in court. How can they do that?
I think in principle, though, I don't think there's a difference between either one of those.
So let's remove that. Let's say forget anything about immorality.
Okay.
Does Nike believe and can they show that this is, sullying their good name and like it's, hurting their brand? Yes. Facts. They could prove that so easily to prove in court.
But is that illegal?
So I would rule in their favor just for that. Forget about their immorality part of it.
But is that illegal? Boy, John,
that's the thing though. It doesn't need to be.
Red hat is so stupid. I hate his red hat.
Here's the thing you're missing. It doesn't need to be.
No, I'm not missing. I'm just trying to have a conversation.
No, like let me. Look, here's what I'm saying. There are so many things where it's all gray area, okay? And like there's not a law for it, but there's case law, okay? So if you go do something where like it might not be against the law, but somebody sues you and takes you to court, oh look, something similar happened 20 years ago, and this judge ruled like this. I'm just going to do the same thing. That's what judges do all the time. It's called case law. So I do believe in this specific instance, there's plenty of case law that would rule in Nike's favor, where that guy is actively damaging their brand. Okay. So yes, I do think he'll lose, and probably have to pay way more than just the money he sold those shoes for.
Actually, the rapper, the singer, he's not getting sued. It's the promoters or whatever, they're getting sued. But the courts, in essence, like this same company, they did a similar stunt with Nikes a couple of years ago. Except they did it with Jesus shoes. And they actually took a drop, instead of the drop of blood, they did a drop of holy water.
Oh my God.
In each shoe.
That's crazy.
I don't think that Nike sued for that.
Yeah, because they didn't think it damaged their brand. That's the only question.
But I wonder if that's a problem for them now. Because the courts aren't going to choose between Jesus and Satan.
That doesn't matter. I think that whole point is completely moot. I think the only question that the judge and the court cares about is, does Nike believe that it is damaging their brand, and can Nike prove that it is damaging their brand? Mm-hmm. Yes and yes. That's why I think they'll win this. Are you on the same page with me with this? What do you think?
Sorta, but I'm just not sure why. Because like I understand, like I kind of get it, but like the previous examples I gave you with like this camera and a car, they're very similar. But I'm not sure. I'm like I think I don't know. Like I don't know the law well enough to really
I don't know the law well enough either. Yeah, for sure.
But I do find it funny. I think it hurts Nike if they didn't sue for the Jesus shoes. I think that hurts them.
Yeah, like public image, I would agree. Yeah, for sure, because they're choosing sides.
I guess the court.
It's a very interesting debate for sure.
And I know how you are about. I thought I could catch you on this a little better because I know how you are about the
Veros.
No, the what is that first doctrine or whatever?
First sale doctrine.
First sale. I own this now. It's mine. I could do whatever I want to with it, unless I put Satan on it.
Right. Yeah, it's a different thing.
John does not like Satan. I think we found that out in this show.
I don't like big companies. Yeah, like the whole Vero thing. Like companies are constantly just trying to fix prices, actively break the law on eBay.
I got to admit though, with this Nike thing, when I first saw it, I've been seeing these shoes online for a few days, and I looked at it and I was like, "There's a Nike swoosh, and there's a pentagram."
It would have been better if they somehow worked the swoosh into the pentagram.
I'm like, is Nike really making these shoes?
Mm-hmm. And the fact that you question that is why they will win in court.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like at first, I'm like, did they really make those shoes? No way. I'm like, okay, are these bootleg or something? Like, no, they're legit Nike shoes. They're just customized. So I get it. Like I understand. Like if I was Nike, I would not like that at all.
Yeah, of course not.
So
it is interesting. It's a good conversation. I'm wondering, everybody listening and watching to this, comment below and let us know your take on this whole thing.
Everybody loves freedoms until it turns into like freedom for satanic people or satanic.
Here's the problem.
Likes freedom anymore.
Here's the problem. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Are you free to worship Satan in this country?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Are you free to take a brand and add your spin, beliefs, whatever, and then replicate that, and like other people believe that brand is in conjunction with your beliefs? Are you allowed to do that?
I guess not. I mean, that's probably part of trademark law.
Right. So you do have freedom. You have freedom to do whatever you want, but you can't infringe on someone else's company freedom, whatever they're doing, to like bring it into what you want. Like that's a completely different thing.
I still say them, if they didn't challenge the Jesus shoes, they're going to have a problem.
That's a completely different thing. And I agree with you. Yeah. Like 100% I agree. Like people will point that out. However, I think that there would be way worse PR if they just let this go,
right?
As opposed to just saying like, like they'll take the blow of like, oh yeah, they let the Jesus shoes go, they don't let the Satan shoes go. So
right,
yeah, there's a lot to this, man. There's a lot of layers.
Could you imagine the Jesus shoes getting made and then Nike suing them, and then that backlash?
Oh God, yeah. So that's the whole thing. All they care about is PR. These big, like, it's all about PR. Like if it helps the brand, then they'll leave it alone. But if it hurts it, then they're gonna go after it.
Oh, by the way, check out Lil Nas X's new video. That's what this is all about. Right?
Yeah.
That's what 100%. It's all about. So
yeah.
But
I'm glad you brought that up. That's interesting.
You know what you can buy? You know what you can't buy on eBay right now? You can't buy all those Dr. Seuss books, right? You know what you can buy? You can buy some Satan Nikes, satanic Nikes on eBay right now.
Oh God, what are they going for?
Like I saw some that were $6,666.66. I'm sure. There were only 666 of them made.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, interesting though, right?
That is very interesting.
All
There
right.
should be some good comments on this video. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see it.
I'm not satanic, y'all. I'm just like I'm interested in this case.
I'm curious now. Lonnie. Yeah, you were like defending Satan hardcore.
No, I wasn't.
Yes.
I was not.
You know that the Seinfeld episode with Elaine and her boyfriend. I think his name's like Putty.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? You
No.
never watched Did you watch Seinfeld?
I watched a lot of Seinfeld. I haven't seen every single one.
Well, yeah, David Putty. Yeah, her boyfriend would love to go to Arby's, and like he would always take her to Arby's, and he had this Jesus fish on his car, and it went missing, and he accused her of taking it, and he's like, "You took my Jesus fish," and she like did the devil horns, like, "Yeah, I'm the devil." It's just, I don't know, made me think of it.
So yeah, this is a bad one for me to play the heel on, I guess, huh?
The bad one. Yeah, you picked the wrong side of that.
Wait. In all these conversations, one of us has to take the face and one of us has to take the heel, and John was the face this time.
Yep.
John,
I'm usually the face. Yeah, it's true. This was fun, man. This was a wild show. I did not expect that at the end.
I wonder if Bubble Boy is gonna. Wonder how American Bubble Boy feels about the.
Yeah, they were going to sue us for damaging their name because all this Satan talk. Candace, I want to know Candace's take.
I'm not going to paint any satanic stuff on my American Bubble Boy bubble wrap.
Yeah.
I don't think you should either.
Candace, what's your take on these Satan shoes?
This? You heard that.
It's kind of along the lines of slander.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. See, that's the word I was going for. Slander.
Okay.
Yep.
I just don't know the law well enough.
I don't either, but if I was a betting man, I'd bet money that Nike would win that case.
I'm sure Nike wouldn't have sued if they didn't have a leg to stand on.
Right. Yeah. They know the law better than Lil Nas X does. I can promise you that.
Lil Nas X don't care. He's dropping his new
Yeah.
His new single.
Publicity.
Right. He's all over the news everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
He's going to be the winner of all this. All the publicity.
It actually has something, like I read a little more about it. It actually has something to do with him coming out and how, I'm not going to get into all it. Y'all go research that on your own. It doesn't need to be here. Doesn't need to be here. But go buy yourself a whole bunch of bubble wrap. That's basically the bottom line.
The moral of the story is you need more bubble wrap.
You got to wrap those Lil Nas X shoes that you're shipping out.
Wrap your satanic shoes in American Bubble Boy bubble.
Oh my God! All right, that is it, guys. We're cutting this off.
Sorry, Joel.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.
See y'all next month. Bye, guys.
Bye.